Hey guys, what's up? I'm Brian, and it probably looks like there's three of me right now. At least that's what it looks like in the hangout. I don't know why it's doing that. My internet connection has been really crap for the past couple hours, so I don't know if soon it will crap out again. But I guess we'll have to wait and see in order to see if that happens again. If not, I just restart my internet and then come back. Hopefully the Google Hangout doesn't shut down by that point of time. Sorry I don't have my camera on right now. I would, but I don't feel like it right now. So hello, Giovanni TF Reviews NL, Kelly Crane, Eric Webster, and Blackout 360XD. Wholly unexpected stream. BTW. Lenny used to be me. Oh my god! Tub in the water demon. Curio split 25. They're all saying hi. One saying love you. I cannot commit to love. I have issues with that. So how are you guys doing? I noticed that it's been a while since I've done any videos of any kind. The last videos were April 1st, April Fool's Day, which was the last video was the trailer that came up. I even have the trailer music for it that I had to re-edit for the trailer that I could post, but I decided not to. I don't know why. Anyways, T-Fan, radio stream. Yeah, that's basically what it sounds like. Welcome to the radio stream where we're going to take a look at my giant chocolate collection. Okay? I've got all kinds of chocolate. I got Belgian, more Belgian. I got white chocolate over here. This corner's all white chocolate. Oh, we got dark chocolate over there. We don't have any mint chocolate. Those are that's the Nazis of chocolate. No, it's not. One like equals one cry. Good. Giant's jaw for my Magnum condom. So yeah, last video was April Fool's Day. It was the trailer to Transformers Misfortune. I love the fact how people got upset with the Transformers Misfortune trailer, season 2, that was fake, but then if you wait like what 2 minutes later you get the actual trailer, and I guess nobody actually saw that, or people saw that but some people didn't. And it's also funny that today I got a comment on one of my videos saying, oh my god, I hope they do more episodes, and it's like, did you not catch this? Like, I'm tired of people saying or assuming that it's the whole series is done, and then I like, even just around the same time when I post something about Transformers Misfortune season 2, I'm talking about it. I'm saying, hey, Transformers Misfortune season 2 is coming out, and then people are like, no, where's Transformers Misfortune season 2? Or like, why did you stop it? It's like, no, that's all false. If you have a toy, make plastic son to know it. What? I have all the Studio Series Wave 1. Damn it, Eric Webster, I'm jealous because my stores haven't even stocked up on Power of the Primes Wave 2. I would go to EB Games and see and check out if they got any Transformers, but apparently my EB Games doesn't contain them. Epic! So what's going on with me? What's going on with my content? Well, actually, the reason why I haven't posted a lot of videos, even though I should probably do the remaining before it's out videos that I filmed, I should probably work on that very soon. I've been working on writing more. And there's a certain series that I'm not going to talk about that I've been writing that I might need voices for. Oh, Dreadwing. You know what? I should probably add Dreadwing to the show now that I think of it. But yes, it's a series that I'm not going to be talking about. Congrats on getting the G2 Dreadwing and Smokescreen. I heard those are cool figures. I would like to get that set, even if it's just the repaints of them or whatever. I'd like to get those two molds. They look pretty cool. Did you still need the Legion class crosshairs? I have not been able to find that. I found the Grimlock, Optimus, Drift, Megatron, Hound, and Dragonstorm, but I haven't found Crosshairs again. And what's funny is I found them before, but just as I was like, okay, you know what, I should probably get it, they stopped stocking on it. It's weird. I don't get it, and it makes my head hurt. I could get you one. That's the thing, Eric. I don't like giving my address out. It's not that I trust you. It's just I'm not sure how I feel about that. Like someone mentioned recently that they might send me a Legion. What was it? Legion spring load, and I haven't replied to them because I'm a coward. I'm an absolute coward. I did not hit her. It's not true. I did not. It's bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Brian. Hello, Master Builder 164 Gaming Edward. Yeah. V Revolticon. Hi. That toy guy, my Toys R Us is filled with Legion crosshairs. It's the only Legion figure it has. Wow. Really? Why not start a P.O. box? Because, one, a P.O. box costs money. And two, because I can't really guarantee that people are going to really send stuff. I know that sounds selfish, but the reason why you would have a P.O. box is because people might send you something, and I can't guarantee that people would. Now, it doesn't have to be Transformers toys or anything like that. It could be a letter or something like that. I'd be perfectly fine. But that's the only reason why I haven't started a P.O. box. And then, no, it's that. And also the closest P.O. box is like a 10-minute walk from there, but then a 10-minute walk back, which doesn't sound like much, but I don't really like going out because of my diabetes and shit. I usually go out and my anxieties. I usually go out when other people go out. So that is not my address. I mean, Legion Crosshairs looks pretty cool. He really does. Hi, Abby. Woohoo! We got one dislike and nobody gives a flying fig. I'm pretty sure your mom touches you when you are sleeping. Woo! You were like, thanks, Mom, for the animal crackers. And she was like, come here, pretty boy. Let me smell your wiener. Real talk, though. I can't stay long. I'm about to head out for some errands. I just wanted to stop by and say hi. Much love to you all, and see you later. All right, bye-bye. People could send dildo in the box. No, don't give them the idea. Go, cat. My cat constantly is like, oh, I could come up to you now and just wrap myself in you. And I'm like, no. I still need Power of the Primes, Rodimus, Unicronus for Wave 2. Yeah, I would love to get that one. That is pretty much the only leader class figure I actually really want. That and the Nemesis Prime that was recently announced, which I'll probably talk about in a bit because I haven't done any news talk. I guess I could have done one on the Nemesis Prime. I just didn't really want to. I don't know. I didn't really feel like doing that many videos. Get off, cat. Just don't want the cat on me. Gruff. So, anyways, other videos. And by the way, with that show, I might need some people to do auditions. So, there's that if you guys want to do that. But I haven't announced anyone specifically, so you're gonna have to wait. And no, this isn't tied to Transformers Misfortune in any way. It's a different series. There you go. Stop Kelly little ball far. I'm not gonna complete the song because apparently Big Bang Theory got sued. So yeah, that show. And then Canadian Reviewer. You guys might be wondering exactly what I'm doing with that. So I got a review for a Creo Bumblebee that apparently is very hard to come by. I did not know that, so I decided, hey, why not review that? Maybe it'll be a little bit of fun. And then we got a whole bunch of videos coming out that I can't really announce right now. You're gonna have to wait and see. I have the new Wave 2 Shockwave. Is that the Cyber Battalion one? I would love to find it, but it's not going to be around here. My Toys R Us just got Studio Series Wave down here in Ontario. You're Canadian too! We are both Canadian. We're on the opposite sides of Canada, but still. What happened to the Big Bang Theory? Apparently they got sued for using that song. Whose mufflers are getting moist with the anticipation of the new series continuation thanks to this TFAB page 101. Oh, I'm sorry? Maybe? I don't. What? I love to see a new Spinister toy. Yes, me too. That would be cool. But I want the Impactor figure. Why is Joey Fatone doing on Whose Line? Bad that I only know him from Hannah Montana, not from the actual thing he's from. I love to see. Oh, I just read that. I'm Canadian as well, but don't tell everyone. They get jealous. Oops, looks like I sprung a leak. Oh no. Sued by a song they made up. Well, they didn't actually make up the song, apparently. Does anyone know where to get Tiny Turbo's Changers Wave 2? Because I've looked everywhere, even in other countries, all I can find is Wave 1. My Walmart out here has Wave 2. I got the Shockwave Chopster, which is the blackout repaint, and the Squeaks, I believe. Yes, Squeaks was there. I would love to get more of them. Wave 3 is coming out soon. I would love to get the Sentinel Prime. Ironhide looks pretty cool, but he kind of look. They posted photos of the alt mode and robot mode, and the alt mode kind of looks all mushed up, but it might just have been him. So yeah. Tiny Turbo Wave 2 at Walmart. Breaking news. Hey, that toy guy. Have you seen any Wave 2 Power of the Primes or Studio Series stuff? I'm sorry if you mentioned it. Oh, you did mention it. Sorry, my bad. Look. Every time TF does his Bumblebee voice, his beard gets longer. That's because when I'm doing the Bumblebee voice, my manhood tries to escape from me. So that's why. If only I had a Walmart, but I'm cursed with some. There's a place without a Walmart? The fuck? To be honest, I wish they'd continue the Creo blind bags. Yeah, those were cool. I've seen the Wave 2 Dinobots at my local Walmart. Damn it! I need to get them for the Volcano guy. Another one poops your butt. Another one poops your anus. Another one. No. My Toys R Us had the Cybertron toy, but all action figures are only 10% off. But I didn't leave empty-handed. You already know what I got. Yep. Come down to Ontario. We have everything. I would love to come to Ontario. Maybe. I don't know. I picked up the clicker and I was gonna unmute the TV, and I thought, no copyright. Oh, this is a farce. I ran out of soda. What am I gonna do about it, boy? RP Toys R Us. Someone's been trying to tell me Toys R Us Canada might be closed, and I'm just like, okay, this isn't new information. And he's like, and then he's constantly bringing up something that's like, see? And it's like, I don't care. No offense to the guy. It's just, I don't know why this. I don't know why he has to be right about this exactly, but okay. Steel Bane Prime, hello, how are you doing? Who's better, Boba Fett or Lockdown? Lockdown, because he actually does shit. That's okay, but I like Regina more. I like Pangea more. You know, for all the people who are racist, we are all Pangean. You ever think of that? Funko Pop? You have the twins toys from ROTF? I have the Dark of the Moon versions, deluxe. I have the Dark of the Moon Human Alliance version. I have a Legends Mudflap that I got in a huge pack. And then I got what's the other one? I got Tuner Skids and Tuner Mudflap. Tuner Mudflap was Revenge of the Fallen. Tuner Skids was Hunt for the Decepticons. OMG, mind blowed. Pangeans represent. Brian the Science Guy. Brian the Science Guy. That's not gonna get annoying. Transformers Brat. Hey, how you doing, sexy? I say that, and some guy with a really big red sweater just shows up on my television. I'm just like, how'd you get in my house? It would be nice if Power of the Primes made an impactor. Well, apparently we're gonna get an impactor in the next series, so yay! Paper Plane says, y'all, will you do reviews on Power of the Primes Wave 2? If I can find them. My Walmart just stocked up on Power of the Primes Wave 1, and I can't get to a freaking Toys R Us. I haven't been to a Toys R Us in like the past couple of years. And it's driving me nuts because it probably looks different by now. Every time I take a break from Toys R Us and then I come back, they rearrange like everything. I remember when I was moving away from the Toys R Us that I usually go to, the last times I went to that Toys R Us, it looked like a freaking Home Depot. Like originally it looked normal, and then they were moving around stuff, but they still had people go in and buy shit. And everything was on these big, just gray shelves and whatnot. I remember getting, I think it was Metro Bakama at the time, and a little Lego pod thing. It was blue. But yeah, it was just like it looked like a freaking Home Depot, or so it looked like a hardware store. If you guys don't know what a Home Depot is, so yeah, I remember that, and then eventually it fixed itself up. But I just remember it looking like that. I don't even remember what Toys R Us looked like before that. I think it was pretty simple. But yeah, they had to rearrange everything. I think the Toys R Us around here keeps switching things around. Like the Lego used to be, and the Mega Bloks used to be at the back, and then now it's when you enter the Toys R Us. And then I think the Transformers used to be at the back as well, and then it changed to the side. It's kind of weird. my Toys R Us is also broken up into two different sections. Like you got the Babies R Us and then the Toys R Us. Wow, you're old. Buying buying a toe of Akama. I bought my first Bionicle. Actually, I didn't buy it. It was a Christmas gift. My first Bionicle was the original Pohatu that just came out. So yeah, I've been into Bionicle for the longest time. I find that kind of funny that people will say, like when I say my first Bionicle is Pohatu, people will tell me, "Oh, which Pohatu? Which one do you think?" I didn't say Pohatu Nuva. I didn't say Mystica. I just said Pohatu. So narrows it down. No, sorry. The twins are the ice cream truck. Yeah. I don't have that. I would love to get that. Life finds spaghetti. Do you remember Zellers? Yes, and I miss Zellers. That's my family constantly argues with me. Oh, that's not the version of Target we have. Like uh like we would get the Target exclusive stuff in Zellers, and Zellers would be our Target. And then it's like, oh no, Brian, it's not. Well, why do you think that they were changing to frickin' Targets? Because Zellers is basically the Canadian Target. Duh. We still have two Zellers here in Ontario. Fuck, I'm jealous. I remember I remember wanting that Burning Fallen figure and then the combiner sets. And before it was switched over to Target, they still had them. The Archivist. Hey, T-Fan, page 101. Studio Series Grimlock is inferior compared to the TF4 Leader Grimlock. What? How so? Studio Series looks fantastic. I want that. That's the only leader class I really want. Oh, but what about the blackout? It just looks off to me. I made a video on before it's out on the leader class blackout, and people are freaking out with me saying, "Why are you being so negative about the toy?" I'm not saying I don't want the toy. I'm not saying it's a bad toy. I'm just saying it's not. I just think it's overhyped. Honestly, like you got all these panels and shit and kibble and whatnot. I'm not saying it's bad, but honestly, I kind of prefer the original Voyager. It just looked more cleaner to me. It looked like maybe not everything had a place to be, but everything had a place to go, if that makes sense. Like, um, maybe okay, it had some kibble on the back and the legs were pretty bulky because it made up from the sides of the helicopter, even though he's got very kind of lanky legs. But at least it felt like it had somewhere to go. And then this leader class one, it's like, look at the arms. It's weird. Yeah, and $75 too. And that's a leader class toy. I understand there's a whole forum on cybertron.ca where they say that, oh, Blackout's terrible because he's too small and the quality's going down. Look at the Grimlock compared to it. Look at the original Blackout. The original Blackout was a small Voyager. So, and we all know that the Studio Series is going by a different size scale. It's going by its own size scale. So, I'm not surprised. I actually am surprised more that despite the fact that there's been reviews and whatnot, all of a sudden this forum pops up like, oh, this is brand new. It's like, no, it's been a thing for a while now because of the chrome and bad plastic. Are you talking that the original leader is inferior or the new leader is inferior? Because if so, I think you need to define inferior for me. Inferior means it would be the worst one. Worse. God, I just did the thing I hate when people say worst instead of worse. Yep, $75 for a liter. Woohoo! Walgreens has better stock than Target and Walmart. Yeah. What's happening? I'm just doing whatever. Hello, WWE fan. Leader class toys in Canada are $75 plus 13 cents or 13% tax, at least in Ontario. I think out here too. My phone is dying. I got to go. Bye. Okay, bye, Tobin. And those are, by the way, those are the leader for the movieverse stuff. The leaders for the Power of the Primes is 60. And I really don't understand why. All the deluxes, voyagers, and leaders, and even the legions are more than what Generations does, but it's not like they have more plastic or anything like that. It's just more expensive. I mean, maybe it's because they had to get the rights of the cars and whatnot, but they didn't have to do that before. So why do they have to do that now? Perhaps it's because the movie toys sell more? I don't know. Honestly, like, I see this the last night stuff still gets stockpiled at my store. At my Walmart. Hell, the Titan figures don't even move. So they up the prices, yeah. What the fuck, Archivist? Optimus Prime would look better with nipples like Batman and Robin. You should ask my friend Dakota about that. Because in Canada, we text our tax. Okay. In Utah, they are 45. Yeah. I don't get it. It's kind of dumb. I hate it. I hate it. Let's see. I'm gonna close out of that and close out of that because that's stuff that you can't see right now. Rescue bots rescan, Optimus Prime, and Heatwave images. Oh, new images. Okay. Sure, fine. I'll fucking screen share. So I'm sorry if I'm gonna be avoiding the chat for a while. Let's talk about some fucking news. Rescue bots rescan 2018 Optimus Prime and Heatwave. Take a look at that. That looks like a race car. Actually looks kind of decent. Kind of like it. Kind of don't because it's Heatwave. Weird. And then there's oh god. He turned into G1 Megatron with that giant pepper in the front. Why do they always insist on adding green to Optimus Prime? Why? 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 I don't get it. It doesn't look good with the green. Beast Hunters did it and it failed. It sucked. Why do you always have to add the frickin' green to the Optimus Prime? Do you like the fact that he looks like he's got throw up on him? Nuh-uh. X2, Gaia Raiden prototype Optimus Prime. Hey, that looks. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty alright. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, speaking of references, apparently I stole MGO's catchphrase, and I don't even know what they're talking about. Someone said in a comment, "Yo, you stole MGO's. You did steal MGO's catchphrase," and I think he's just being a fucking dick because there's an argument already about MGO's catchphrase in that, but I looked back and it wasn't really that clear, so I can't remember exactly what happened. I think he just looked at that comment and was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna take from that and be a fucking dickhole," because when I asked about it, he hasn't responded yet. That's a pretty chunky Optimus Prime. I think it's because I said something generic, and then some guy's like, "Oh, that MGO used that," and it's like, okay, cool, but MGO also says hi, everyone else who says hi isn't really taking from him, so I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Take a look at the gun with the blaster things. Ooh, look at that. Yes, sexy. Oh, that was a pretty big bang that just went on outside. What the fuck was that? Flame Toys, Tarn. I've seen the prototype of this at the Comic-Con. And it's pretty cool. It's not as big as I thought it was going to be, but oh my god, the color scheme looks very nice. Look at that with the Decepticon face thing. Looks pretty cool. I like what I'm seeing. Look at the lights. I believe it is supposed to light up too, so that's cool. Oh, I actually did a video on it, so if you guys want to check back, it's just a clip of me filming the Tarn figure. It's not much, but yeah. If you guys want to check out those images, go right ahead. And then you also have Flame Toys Drift. I'm not going to go through that. They had that there too with the ages 3 and up booth. I didn't film much of it, but it looks pretty cool. It does come with his cape thing, I believe. So, Rolling Thunder Optimus Prime. That is a pretty cool looking Optimus Prime. Deluxe Jazz in-hand images. I just want to take a look at one image in particular. It's the back. Yeah, he's got quite a bit of a backpack. Honestly, I don't really give a shit. Oh, and someone's going to say, oh, he's a remold of the Cogman. Just because he has a similar transformation does not mean he's a remold of Cogman, okay? People have been telling me that the new Lockdown is a remold of Cogman. You know what? People have said that the Cogman was a remold of the Age of Extinction Bumblebee. Or that the Barricade was a remold of the Age of Extinction Bumblebee, or something else, and none of it was true. So I don't get what people are exactly talking about. I also remember when Hot Rod, the Last Night figure, was coming out, and I said, well, it's a remold of the Lockdown figure, and people were saying, no, it's not. It's totally different. It's completely different. It's a brand new figure. It's taller and everything. Came out. It's a remold of Lockdown. Granted, I've been wrong before. The dead end Chrome Dome thing. But, I mean, look at how similar those two are. So, I mean, there's that. But this is not a remold of Cogman, I can tell you that. I don't see any parts shared with this in Cogman. And I'm sure someone's going to say, well, the arms transform the same. There are probably a billion Transformers that transform the same way. Not a billion, but you know what I'm talking about. Hell, if that's the case, then, I mean, is every Transformer that uses the front of the car just remolds of each other then? You know what I mean? I'm sorry that I'm just making the argument. It's just that I constantly hear that. It's like, if you actually look at the parts, it's not. I still haven't really seen a comparison with Hunger and Silverbolt. I've still seen people say, "Oh, it's remold," or "Oh, it's a different mold," but I haven't seen a single person actually put those two next to each other and side by side. I want to get Hunger just to do that. Nemesis Prime revealed. Let's take a look at this big boy. Oh my god, look at that. That is cool. There is one thing I'm pissed off at, though, if this toy is coming out. I think I'm going to take that sword and I'm going to put it on Grimlock because that looks like a sword for Grimlock. And I don't know why he has it. In fact, the tab hole on the back, I feel like you can add that to Grimlock. So why did he not have that? I'm not sure. He's also got a couple of blasters that come out of nowhere. A brand new head sculpt that looks fantastic. The paint job looks amazing. It's just mostly black with a little bit of light blue in it, but still very good. as much as people are excited to get the Optimus and the Rodimus and whatnot, I want to get this. Although it's going to be an exclusive, so I don't know how I'm going to get it. Um, Likely an exclusive, at least. So I wonder if the main component for it will be Scourge, as a reference to the Robots in the Sky series. You know, could be possible. I would like to see that. Transformers Bumblebee movie prequel comic book, blah, 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 blah. Landmine. Let's see. Oh, I don't care about who comments on the Bumblebee movie. It's all just the. Because, of course, they're going to say, oh, it's good. It's going to be different and all that. Guess what? People said the last night was going to be good and change everything. And no. So, speaking of tiny turbos, we got Wave 3 tiny turbos. And these are the images of the actual figures. Don't know why it's so hard for that to load. I'm just going to open up the pictures in different tabs, maybe. Oh, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. So we were talking about these earlier. There's the Ironhide, and doesn't it just look a little messed up on the top there? I mean, it's just looks like someone just smashed it with a hammer for no reason. I'm not saying this person did that. I'm just saying it looks like that. Probably how the mold came out, or they had to do that for the toy. It just doesn't look good on the top there. Everything else looks fine. I like its adorable look. There's Ironhide, and he's got a little bit of silver. It kind of looks a little weird on the face, but I like the cannons. I'm glad they painted that. And he's got ball jointed arms, so you might get a little bit of articulation on that. Very cool. And it's funny that this wave also comes with Sentinel Prime. We also have Slug, which has little holes on the side of the arm, so you can plug on weapons to that if you like. It's weird that it comes with green, but I don't mind. Yeah, it looks cool in its little dino mode, and I kind of want it to put with the Last Night figures as like the mini dino bots. And then we take a look at the robot mode, and the robot mode's not my favorite. Okay, I like the deluxe slug, I do, but this just makes it look like his legs are broken, because those are the dino legs flipped up, which I get it, because when you flip it up, you get that little spike, just like the original Dinobots. Not the original Dinobots, like the G1. I mean the movie Dinobots, but it just doesn't look good. Kind of like the head. It's round. It's cute. Kind of looks like Rom the Space Knight, with dino heads. So there's that. But yeah, and I hope at some point in time we get a new Slug and Strafe, because those figures would be fantastic if we got new versions of. I got the Scorn up here. I forgot that I brought him up, and my God, he looks fantastic. I love the molding on him. He just looks so good. Oh, so much better than the deluxe, and I love the deluxe too. So for them to make a Voyager that tops that freaking deluxe, that's already very good. In fact, one of the best Dino bots up the lineup. That's pretty impressive. I say one of the best because there's also Snarl, which is pretty cool, but I feel like I'm gonna break it, so that's why I'm not that interested in playing around with it or messing around with it. Strafe's pretty cool, but he's kind of simple too. I think the only other Dinobot that I really like that much is the Slog, and even him has a couple of issues. The Scorn, I don't really have too much to complain about. A little kibbly, but I really don't mind him. He looks fantastic. Ugh, I freaking love the way this thing looks. The detail, the marking, all this. Oh, so nice. So hopefully the movie series continues into next year. Let's see. So we got that. I wonder if they'll do Wave 4. I'm pretty sure they will. Studio series out in Singapore. ToysRUs.com. Okay, so I thought that ToysRUs.com would stay up because that's what they did in Target for Canada, but I guess not. Maybe it's because for Toys R Us, it's a bigger deal. Target can stay open in the US, they have no problem. But Toys R Us is like in general all around the world. And even in Canada, they're looking to auction it off, but I mean, it's still open. So yeah, apparently you cannot order from Toys R Us anymore, which I think is a little sad. I feel like they should have left that open. I feel like they could have easily left that open and they would have been fine. It's going to be frustrating to find that Thundercracker though, because I mean, Toys R Us US getting shut down. Don't know if they're gonna release it somewhere in another store like Walmart or something. And it's gonna suck in Canada too because scalpers and shit. I mean, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna go on the rant here. The Cyber Battalion Shockwave has been found in friggin' Walgreens all around the world, I guess, or not all around the world, whatever. But it's been found at Walgreens a couple of times. It's just starting up, and I'm pretty sure if you wait a while, more shockwaves are gonna come out. People have been scalping the shit out of that. It goes up to 40 to almost 45 bucks on eBay. The toy alone at Walgreens goes for 16 bucks. I'm sorry? Who the hell's going to pay 45 bucks for a freaking Shockwave Cyber Battalion figure? Yeah, it's a cool looking Shockwave, but at this point of time, it just came out in the store. So I'm not just insulted by the fact that people have this up at 45 bucks. I'm insulted by the fact that it's up 45 bucks this early. You could just wait and you could probably find one at Walgreens. And why the hell does it have to be 45 bucks? If it's 25, I get it. You know, because some people can't really get it right away. But I mean, I'm in Canada. We don't have Walgreens, but maybe it will show up in Walmart or something like that, and I'll be happy. So there's that. And just 45 bucks, that seems a lot. And you're also paying for shipping too for a freaking Shockwave Cyber Battalion figure that doesn't even have all the articulation that you might want. Who the hell's gonna buy that? I sure as hell not. I didn't get the Legend Shockwave because it just didn't show up in my area, and I finally got that for about 10 bucks. Usually it goes for about 13 bucks. Got it for 10. It was at a toy fair. So I waited and look, I paid less for it. Woo! So Transformers Last Night nominated for Best License Promotion. That's that's the only thing it's got is Best License Promotion. Nothing about the film itself, just license promotion. Wow, okay. DX9. Look at those. You got Dutch and Paskinti or something. I don't know. Looks really cool. I like the look of these little guys. Let's see. Just trying to think of what else to talk about. I'm not really seeing anything that really screams at me, so maybe I'll stop. Oh no. Okay. The Masterpiece Prowl animated version is coming to the US via Diamond distributors, whatever. I don't know what that is, but okay. I mean, I don't really mind. I guess that's because, hey, look at what happened with Toys R Us. We are one step ahead of them. So I guess this is part of a flyer. It looks really cool, and I want this mold. It just looks really nice. Should have bought it from Lazy Eyebrow, but yeah. The Transformers Masterpiece Prowl action figure. Let's see. Roughly as tall as a Voyager class figure. Wow, they even show that. That's fantastic. I love that. So yeah, it looks really cool. I want to get it so bad, and the windows really pop on that toy. Studio Series Megatron looks a little better in these images. So if you guys want to check that out, go to TFW 2005 Dream Factory Bone Crusher. I'm not sure if I want to wait and see if they'll do a Studio Series one. I should have done that with the Dino. But wow, does that look really cool. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but I want it. Might do a separate video on it at some point if there's actual final pictures. But man, does that look cool. And he's got guns. Woo. This looks so badass. I love the styling they got for it. Now he's got a giant gun on the back. I think that was in the concept art. Look at that face. It looks fantastic. Look at the size too. That's a big. Ugh, just looks so good. I want it. By the way, I'm really happy with my Dino. My Farage figure, I should say. I would go to the. Oh, we're coming into last week's news. Okay. I would get the. What the hell is it? Oh, TF Evo Hot Fire. I just completely blanked out there. I would love to get the TF Evo Hot Fire. Now that they got the new renders, which I'm really surprised that they decided to contact me and show that off. Just one day I got a message from the guys saying, "Hey, do you want to show this off first?" And I'm like, yes, please, of course." So I really do appreciate that. If you guys want to go back to the TF Evo Hot Fire video I did on the new renders of the head sculpt. It was those photos that I showed off first. And I had permission to show them too. So, is the Bone Crusher MPM? No, it's third party. Although I guess you could put it in your MPM collection. Like it's big enough to just throw it in there. I mean that ones that transform into cars. What? I don't know. All masterpiece cars are like Voyagers. Yeah, but I mean, I got the side swipe. I already know that. I'm just saying that I'm surprised that they show that in the description that they are Voyager class size. Because usually it'll be like, oh, something inches tall. I have movie one Thundercracker. I want to get that toy. Usually at the toy fair, there's someone with an in-box Thundercracker, and I want to buy it. But the only problem is if I buy it, it's in box. It's been in box for like what 12 years? No, 11 years, and I just feel bad because I want to open it. And imagine a Studio Series crosshairs with cloth trench coat. Yeah, I don't know why we haven't got with all the masterpiece or not masterpiece, but with all the third party stuff coming out. Why can't we get a crosshairs, like a really good crosshairs, or a side swipe? That would be really nice. It's Nitro with the new head, cool new head, but not worth. Yeah, pretty much. But I love Thundercracker in general. So that's kind of the reason why. And I like the Nitro figure. I don't think it's that great. I don't think it's the best figure of the last night. I think the last night Megatron is better, and the last night Scorn is better. Hell, I think maybe Cogman is even better than him. But Nitro is still pretty cool, but I have the mold already. Do I really need the repaint? Because they could have easily just done the Starscream in blue, but they decided to go for the Nitro, which is weird to me. Fuck scalpers, stop scalpers. Yeah, don't Don't buy from scalpers. ATF, do you want to know to get a free Studio Series Grimlock? Oh no. Am I gonna have to do something? I do hope someone on like Shapeways makes a new head for it. Yeah. You know what's funny? Because he got the Titan Master gimmick on him, I want to see someone put the overboard head from the Titan Master Titans Returns line. I want someone to put the overboard head onto that Thundercracker. Hello, Dustin Williams. How are you doing on this fine evening? We got some lemonade and we got none of that. Actually, I do have lemonade. I also have iced tea. Iced tea. Hi, Spotty. The way is to either give the cashier a job or steal the figure. You know what? That's some good advice. No, it's not. Stop. No, you got the knuckles. You do not know the way. Do it. Do it. Huh, that's weird. My Discord just stopped working all of a sudden. Oh well. Kind of slow right now. I don't get why. I'm not gonna do too much on that. Stop! Stop, please! If is the son of PewDiePie and a beaver. I'll have you know that's very racist. This is more entertaining than my computer systems class. Hey, hi. Been a while, hasn't it? Yes, it has. Fan of Transformers anime and other stuff. How you doing? Are you having a good time? Are you enjoying the biscuits? Just trying to think of what else to talk about. Hi, Archivist. How you doing, big boy? Oh, just made that sound creepy. TF should be the next Batman actress. Actress. Oh my, I'm Batman. Where are the other dogs going? Someone's gonna say I'm sexist now. I found the Thundercracker on eBay for $20 from a good seller. I sent you a link in case you want it. Yeah, but it's probably gonna be from the US, isn't it? Which means shipping is gonna be hell. Also, I'm putting my money away for the Toy Fair anyways, so. Yes, I remember you, Spidey. I'm excited for the adventure. Yes, Infinity War. I don't care if the movie is gonna have a terrible plot or something like that. Like, I'm sure like 200 YouTubers are gonna make videos on, oh, this is why Avengers sucks. This is why it's terrible. This is why you shouldn't like it. And I'm just like, I don't give a shit. It's all the Avengers coming together. I really enjoyed the ride so far. Come on. Give us Avengers Infinity War. I don't care if it's bad. Just want to see some action. I want to see them team up. I got Studio Series the Stinger. Oh, I saw that at Ages 3 and Up. And I wanted to get it, but it's super small, isn't it? And I know, oh, but the Studio Series has a certain scale. I get that, but it looks super small to me. I know that's weird that I make the argument that, oh, well, Blackout is small, but he's going into the scale of everything. But I don't know. I feel like with Blackout, at least when you put it in alt mode, it's big enough. With Stinger, he just looks too small to me. And I know the Bumblebee is too. Got Ratchet and he broke right out of the box. Oh shit, that's bad. I want to get Crowbar because I want more Dark of the Moon figures, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna stop with the and not produce deluxe Soundwave or Leadfoot for no reason." Do you like the new Blackout? The new Blackout. I already went on a rant on this, but basically, in a nutshell, I think. I mean, it looks cool, but I think it's a little overhyped for me. Just because you got all this kibble and shit going on around it, and just looks like, I don't know. The transformation is kind of cool, but it just looks too clunky. That's what I liked about the Voyager is at least everything has somewhere to go. Um, and even if it is kibble, it just at least gets out of the way, so you can make a very clean figure. Yeah, you got the backpack that kind of gets in the way, but it's not bad. Like, it's part of a gimmick, so I don't mind. Um, but yeah, with the other with the new blackout, I don't know. And it's also cool with the original blackout mold. I got the Grindor figure. Is that which I need to find a new Scorponok for that, and need to find one of the propellers. But what's cool about that Grindor figure is you can take the original deluxe Scorponok and plug him onto the bottom. I don't think people remember this. In fact, I completely forgot about it. Is that the original Blackout you can combine with the deluxe Scorponok, and when you rotate the propeller, there's a gear system inside, and that will allow the hands of Scorponok to move. Because Scorponok had this gimmick where it's got these little wheels that when you move it, the hands of it would rotate. So, but then it's also got the peg on the top. So when you attach it to that peg, it spins it as well as the hands. So I know I'm over explaining it. I don't know why. But that was a really cool gimmick. I love that gimmick because it was like, it gave you a reason to have the deluxe one as well. Like, even if you want the smaller one that's included with the blackout figure, just because I guess maybe that's more into scale and you already have a Scorponok in the set. Even if you have that, it still gives you a reason to get the deluxe one. I still like my deluxe one. My Skeletron broke. Oh no. The roof rack wasn't molded properly, so it's on an angle. Yeah, that's the same problem I had with Drift, except I think it was the front bumper, or I can't remember. But I got it in alt mode right now. But I have to disconnect the top roof to be able to get it into alt mode, which is fine because it's on mushroom joint. Thank you, Mike Mouse 74, for the new Drift. And the head is stuck in one position. Oh. Took the roof rack, and it looks so much nicer. Very easy to remove, too. Oh. You know what would suck if the Bumblebee movie toys are all just Bumblebee? Well, get ready for a lot of Bumblebee. You know, that would be some shit if it was. I also got RD Blur. Oh, I need to find him. And Power of the Prime Starscream. And Windcharger. Oh, cool. Honestly, Windcharger is probably pretty cool. I was going to say he's the best, but then I remember you typed in RD Blur, and I don't have that, so I can't really make a judgment call out of that. But I have Starscream and Windcharger. Windcharger is probably the better one because at least he's good in both modes. Starscream is like jet mode, ugh. Robot mode, yeah, combine mode, cool. Walmart still carries Blur. My Walmart completely skipped out of that wave. It skipped out of that, and then I got this revision wave with Soundwave. I got the Windblade Combiner Force figure from Toys R Us because they would not sell that figure for whatever reason. So I was able to get that, but that is pretty much the only things I have of that wave. It kind of sucks because Walmart.ca has those two figures, but I can't get it because I don't like shopping online. So I don't know. Already got hunger? I'm jealous. I hope to find the rest of the Terracons to make Abominus. Yeah, me too. I want to make that Abominus set. So yeah, I got some new cool additions to my collection. Yeah. Back after Wi-Fi problems. Oh, I had Wi-Fi problems too. Let's see. Mine has sound wave. Yeah, I don't get why. The revision pack also has the Jetwing Prime. I might try and get that. But I just got the Bumblebee out of it too. I don't have a Nintendo Switch. I'm not much of a gamer. I have Minecraft. And that's pretty much it. I've been trying to make a giant castle in the sky. Is already Soundwave worth it? It's funny that you say that. I don't know if mine had a QC issue, but the head just wobbled around quite a bunch. But the good news on that was I was able to find a way to slide it down. I don't think the peg was on right or something. I'm not sure, but I was able to slide it down so that it can just fit into the top canopy section of the alt mode, if that makes sense. Um, Basically, I was able to work around it. So, um, other than that, it's a pretty simple sound wave. I don't like the arms too much because it's got this weird way of how the arms transform. But other than that, it's actually a pretty good figure. In my opening video that I did on my other channel, I was not too happy with it. In fact, I even said, I think I hate it. But after a while, no, it's actually pretty good. Have you heard of Mark Creation Studios? Yes, I have. Doki doki. Yeah. A little bit of Monica. Optimal Optimus pre-review. I'm not sure because I don't know if there's enough stock images. I might just use the Takara images, but we'll wait and see. To be honest, the only other deluxe Studio Series figure from Wave 1 I want is Crowbar. Yeah, Crowbar looks pretty cool. I want to get that. I want to get the Jazz and Lockdown. I can't wait for the TF reboot. Yeah, I'm tempted to stream Doki Doki. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Monica in my life. I'm scared to do it. You should be. Monica's gonna hack. She's gonna do it. Better watch out. I love that vine too. You better watch out. 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 I can't do it as good though. Uh, God, I miss Vine. Another favorite Vine was what is going on here? Breakfast. Love that. The only crowbar my EB Games has had looked like the dreads was broken. Oh no. I wish I had my Farage figure out here. I love that third-party Dino that I got from Aegis Stream Up from Alien Attack. Very hard to transform though. It's actually not fun. Um, it's kind of a puzzle though, which I guess is enjoyable, but yeah, just kind of a pain. Barrage is a pain in the ass to transform. Yeah. Um, the instructions when you actually focus on it and try to figure out, okay, this is where the leg goes and this is where the arm goes. Yeah, it helps, but there's some things they skip out. Like there's a joint thing, there's a random thing on his arm that moves that you have to move for the transformation, and they don't really tell you to move it, but they'll show in this certain diagram of where the legs and arms go that it's down, and you need to do that in order to transform it. My favorite vine was, "It's a warm alone inside a warm alone." What was the one vine? He struggles with the weights, but I got one Malone to keep me in shape. That's one of them. The first step of the instructions for Faraj says pull out the doors. As I start dying. Um, does your Faraj also have the problem where it's got the peg where the doors are supposed to go? Um, and it's just to line up with the doors, but it can't go in for the life of me. It's just it can't at all. I don't know why. And it's funny because I think the first time I opened that, it was fine. And then all of a sudden, now I can't get into that. It's weird. I got some notifications going on. I got one of the heart things from a YouTuber. And Ben's collectible uploaded Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Disney Store exclusive Thanos. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know why I'm getting notifications on that. I'm not complaining. Yes, I had to reshape them. I want a Studio Series Leadfoot. That'd be cool, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know. That might just be me. I really don't think so. Would be cool though. Would be awesome of them to do that. In fact, new wreckers would be cool in general. I think they need to redo the Roadbuster a bit. I just realized that all the Roadbuster transformation style Transformers aren't that good. The Roadbuster is probably the best one, but even then, I'm just like not as good as I remember it, but certainly not bad. But I got the Human Alliance one that's way better. Um, but of course, that's a more expensive figure that has more into it, so whatever. Um, and maybe the top spin could be a little simpler. I don't know. You think Studio Series will have Wave 3? Yes, because we gotta have Bumblebee movie toys, and that's gonna be out during the same time the Bumblebee movie releases. So my question is, will there be a Wave 4? Will it be like the last night in Age of Extinction, where Wave 4 is just one figure? Actually, no. Age of Extinction. I'm thinking of the Lockdown wave, but where it's just like, oh yeah, this random figure came out. But no, for the last night, remember the Cogman? So I wonder if they're going to do the same thing with the Studio Series. And if they do that, does that mean that? Because it seems like when they release one figure for a wave, that's the end of that series. You take a look at Power of the Primes, it seems like Nova Star is going to be the last figure in the wave, and it's like, oh, okay, and it's pretty much done after that, apparently. Ramhorn was the last Titan Master. Cogman was the last night deluxe. Of course, this isn't the same thing for everything. I mean, you look at the last night Voyagers, they had two, but every wave of that had two figures. Um, let's see what else had the same thing. Um, I think I get it because they don't want to make a whole wave of new figures because a lot of the stores are gonna, change up to the next lineup after already having the previous wave. So it's like, okay, let's release it for some stores, but obviously some stores are going to move on from this, so we're not going to push it too much. Will there be other Studio Series Leader Class figures? Yes, they announced that there is a listing for one. Studio Series Mohawk. No, I don't want them to do Studio Series The Last Night figures. I don't. If they're gonna do it for tiny turbos. You know? Don't do them for Deluxe and Voyager right now. Because yeah, I get some of the Decepticons, they didn't actually release them. Would be cool to have an Onslaught, but Studio Series is now focusing on some of the older characters. Wouldn't you rather want a Leadfoot or a Hatchet, or a brand new Sideswipe or Soundwave, you know? let's give a little bit of focus on some of the older characters that they're bringing back and redesigning and reshaping, and they're actually pretty good. You know, I don't want them to do Mohawk, Onslaught, and Dreadbot if they're doing all this. Um, Opinion on NPM Ironhide? Pretty kibbly, and I'm not sure how I feel about it because the arms just don't look good to me, and I don't know. It just doesn't fascinate me that much, but I get why he looks like that. Oh, Brian, I checked Canadian eBay for Thundercracker, and there are 3 different people selling them for 20 plus shipping. Yeah, but I might hold off on that still, because 1, maybe the Toy Fair has it, and 2, maybe I'll go to Toys R Us after the Toy Fair. We'll have to wait and see, or maybe I will soon after, because I want to go to freaking Toys R Us at some point. I haven't been there in years. What would be cool if we got Studio Series Movie 1 Megatron? Yeah. Actually, I think it would be better if we got Dark of the Moon Megatron. Because that looked really cool. And I would like to see, as much as I love the Deluxe Voyager we got, or not Deluxe Voyager, the Megatron Voyager we got, he's kind of lanky. His head's a little small. His arms look a little weird. I would love to see a really bulky looking Megatron for that. How about Dispenser? Just in case they don't, I'm giving you a heads up. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. Sideways, elbow action. I would love to see a new Sideways, but they're probably not going to do that either. They should do a new Barricade as well. Although I guess if you got the Dark of the Moon one, it's pretty much as close as you're going to get to a Studio Series style Barricade. Even though they did make a masterpiece, so it'd probably be based on that. New Bone Crusher would be cool. I know people want that. One as a, I know people want Voyager, but if they're gonna do that whole Studio Series where everything's a different scale, I actually want them to do it as a deluxe. Because if you look at Ratchet, he's a tall deluxe. He pretty much, I don't know if he meets up with Optimus Prime, but you know they're pretty good next to each other. I wonder if Bone Crusher would be a very tall deluxe, and you really get your money's worth out of it. So I'd prefer him being a deluxe if that means he's going to be tall. NPM Barricade is amazing. Yes, the guy at ages 3 and up was at the Comic-Con was playing with the NPM Barricade, and I kept looking at it. I was like, "Oh my god, that is so cool!" Didn't know that the wheel thing actually spins. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but yeah. The animal, animal. RC twins. Also, it's triplets, not twins. Cause there's 3 of them. Hello, off-road. I think off-road's pretty cool. I want MP movie Optimus, but it's too expensive. Yeah. My wheel thing came all warped on NPM Barricade. Oh, I hate that. My first edition Starscream, which was, I believe, the first Prime figure that I got, had a warped kneecap thing. Thank God it's rubber, but I don't think it's still fixed. Also, if any of you guys wondered where I was, real life stuff and school, that is it. Oh, okay. And actually, I'm gonna get a soda or something, maybe a juice. Yeah, it's cool. So freaking boom. I'll be right back. Cats, YouTube behave. Where's my dog? Oh, there he is. A little bit of Monica, your mom. A little bit of your mom. A little bit of Jessica in the sun, a little bit of now, a little bit of on a little bit of a little bit of a little bit of your man. I'll try to show up more when you start. Ah, that's fine. You don't have to show up on every damn thing. He's alive. It's back. Everybody run. Hide the booze. He is gone to Davy Jones' locker. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. This stream has been going on for about an hour and a half. When will it end? Oh, when he wants it end. Okay. Got the Lego Silent Mary. It's amazing as fuck. Had the room. There's some Lego sets that I want to get. I want to get a good Lego set, but I don't know. I'm more into the Mega Constructs Halo, but I don't know. They haven't really been producing a lot of stuff that I really want to get, so I don't know. Let's see. What else? As far as Lego sets, I recently got the Kylo Ren ship thing as a mini build, not the full thing. But yeah, I got some of those, or I got one of those. I got the hot dog stand set. I got a train set that's like you buy 3 and then you can build 3 different trains and combine them, or train parts and combine them. So I got 3 of those. They were like $4. So, you know. Yeah, I like Pirates of the Caribbean 5. I'm sorry, I do. But it's sexist, and it's like, well, the time period. So get Bionicle G2, it's superior. I don't have all the 2016 sets, but I have a lot of the 2015 ones. I have the main ones of 2015. So that's wave 1 and wave 2. I just don't have all the masks and whatnot. I got a transparent Tahu mask at least. But yeah, as far as the 2016 stuff, I missed out on Tahu, Kopaka, and his little creature. I got Tahu's creature at least. And then the bad guys, I didn't get Umarak, and then I didn't get Kimu. And I think that's everything. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's all the sets. So I could be wrong. So not too many sets I need to get, but yeah. The final Beast sets never showed up anywhere in Ontario. Yeah, same thing here. In fact, halfway through the year, Walmart just decided not to have them, which is weird. In fact, they pretty much got rid of all Bionicle sets because I guess they were just not selling and they got fed up with them and they're like, you know what? Screw it. Just take them. And what sucks is I was taking my time with the new Bionicle sets and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're getting rid of them. They're all gone now. And it's like, I didn't get the freaking Tahu and Kopaka. What the hell? I never got the Golly. It's only $5,000. Oh God, why? Whatever happened to those? Lego is terrible when it comes to remaking older lines. Apparently, that's what I got out of it. Bionicle for a reboot had so much potential, and now it's like it's pretty much dead in the water for Lego. I mean, they wouldn't even produce a freaking Makuta set as a Toys R Us exclusive. What a freaking middle finger. They set up this whole thing with the new mask, this ultimate evil powerful mask. They even have the design for it. We got the two masks before it, and then they just don't release it. They even had a freaking contest for the Makuta mask. I don't even think they released it with the Makuta mask. Like, I don't think that, I could be wrong. I don't think that was one of the prizes. And they had the freaking mold. They used it twice. At least I think they did. But yeah, I'm sure they have the mold and they just Gojira. And I'm out. Oh. Bionicle G2 felt very rushed. My problem with Bionicle G2 is the advertisement. Like, yeah, it's a simpler storyline compared to the original. I get that. But then you're kind of making what Bionicle was kind of hollow. So you risk that. Although I get where it's coming from, it could still have a story to it, and it kind of felt generic. But my problem with it was the advertisement. Because there was none. You'd rarely see Bionicle in the flyers, except when it just started up. For like a week, you would see, oh yeah, we have the Bionicle sets, and it's like, okay, we don't care anymore. And then you see Lego City and Lego Dimensions and Lego Minecraft. Good God, you would see Minecraft constantly in the flyers, and it just would never have Bionicle. No, I'm not out. Okay. Hi, waifu lover. Just talking about Bionicle, but barely saw any advertisements, and Lego just didn't really seem to care. They were more focused on, hey, we got Lego Dimensions. Hey, we got Lego Minecraft. Hey, we got Lego City. Oh, and Bionicle's there too, I guess. Like, they just really did not care. And I think the biggest problem, with the advertisement itself was Lego Dimensions. Because he had these Bionicle sets that wouldn't fit with Lego Dimensions. And Lego was promoting that more because they got, some of the cast and crew of these different things. They got all these properties and whatnot. It was a big deal. Everyone was really getting into it. So they were promoting that, and they just didn't care for Bionicle. I think they just assumed that, oh yeah, Bionicle will just work for itself because it's Bionicle. People know what it is. But if you go to the later dates of Bionicle, it wasn't doing as good as early on. So relying on the fact that, oh yeah, it's nostalgia and there's a fan base already, doesn't really work. Especially when most actually, most of the promotion for Bionicle was in the fan bases that already knew about Bionicle. It's like, how the hell are you going to get people to change their mind and say, oh yeah, I'll buy a Bionicle, if they already know about freaking Bionicle? It doesn't make sense. Where you want to promote is probably some toys, retails, and whatnot. Just sorry to go on a rant, but it's just, it pisses me off that they completely messed up. They completely messed up. I don't know if there's going to be a Gen 3, to be honest. It seems like they might want to after some time, but it's like, if they're going to ruin it like this time, what's the point? Are you using Google Hangouts? Yes. It's just easier for me. I think I can't remember what the other two are. One, I need to set up something. I'm just not into that. And then the other is like, what was it? It's a new thing called Camera, and for some reason when I go to it, it doesn't really do anything. So it's like, the point. I never liked Toys to Life games like Skylanders and such. Yeah, me neither, but there's clearly an audience for it, but it doesn't seem to last that long because it's like, I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's because people think, okay, these are kind of cool, but why not just get the games or the characters? Why do I need the little toy for it, you know? What's your Google Hangouts email so I can join your chat? Didn't really say I was inviting people. Hello, Spark Studios. What is up? Hello, Computronus Prime. At least Lego didn't ruin the Paraka. They should have released the Borak. Like, as much as people say, oh, the Toas were kind of ruined, they're too simplistic. I actually like the Toa. At first they were a little simple, but I mean, they had their character, they had their traits, and I liked it. I think the second wave of Toas were a lot better because they experimented with it. It didn't always work, but at least they were trying different things with it. Like Poatu, you got the arms that they built in a kind of unique way. You had Liwa with, I think he had completely reconstructed legs, at least lower legs. And then you also had Onua that kind of had a thicker torso. And he had the big feet too. And the awesome weapon. That was really cool. So, Transformers Abduction is finally coming this week. Hope you enjoy. Oh, thank God, we got an update on Transformers Abduction. If you guys don't know, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, that's the one I voiced in, right? Brian only invites friends, not fans, so don't ask to join. Oh, yeah. It's not like I have a problem with you guys. It's just, I mean, I don't just want to invite all these different people, I guess. All right, bye, Caden. What would you do if your father smashed your favorite Transformers figure, or going to? I don't think he would, because he knows how much I really enjoy Bionicle or Transformers. But I'd probably tell him, you're gonna pay for that now. Every cent or something. I don't know. I'd be pissed. Because my favorite Transformer of my collection is either the Onslaught or the Masterpiece Shockwave. So, you voice Shockwave, Berserker, Chrome Dome. Yes, Okay, so that is the series that I was thinking of. Shockwave, Berserker, Chrome Dome, and Scorn, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Steelbane. At least Bionicle G2 had functional articulation with gears. Yeah, that's an argument that I didn't really understand. Was and I know someone's gonna bitch at me for saying this, but an argument that was going around is some of the joints were too tight for kids to play around with the gear system, because the original Bionicle sets had this gear system where it just freely rotate and spin and whatnot, and it just, you know, thrash around, which was cool, but as far as posability, it wasn't that good. And then someone made the argument that, oh, you can just push the bushings and lock it in. Throughout the whole time when I was playing with Bionicle, I didn't really know about that. I'm sure a lot of people didn't. So, I mean, good for you for finding that out. And yeah, that's cool, but I didn't really figure that out. It wasn't in the instructions or anything like that. Um, and as far as the argument that, oh, yeah, it's too tight to rotate the new ones, they just fixed it with mostly blue pins that I'm pretty sure anyone could rotate. So I'm not really sure. Maybe it's the position of where the pins are, but I'm not sure why that's bad. I didn't really look too much into the argument though. On Nua, I kind of get because he had a ball joint there, and rotating that from where it is was a little stiff. I mean, you look at Accelerator T9, and mine gets jammed when I'm trying to rotate the thing because you got these long axles that kind of bend inside the whole thing. I love that Accelerator T9, by the way. But yeah, I mean, I can still kind of get it to work. Fish are friends, not food. Oh yeah, Steelbane. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that's finally coming out because I was really wondering if you guys were doing that. Um, I wouldn't blame you if you guys stopped because I've done series where, oh yeah, hey, voice actors do this and that, and I just didn't really do anything for it. Anyone notice in TF Energon those short anime scenes when everything else is in the show was crap? Yeah, I've been watching Energon lately. Brian, who is your favorite Dinobot? Oh god, Swoop. I completely forgot about Swoop. I was thinking of Scorn because he's right here, but nope, Swoop. Campus Wi-Fi shit. Yeah, yeah. I get that. So yeah, when Spark Studios releases Transformers Abduction, check that out because I am voicing in it. Voice up to 5 characters, I believe. A little bit of Monica in my life. Oh, you guys have a trailer. I didn't know that. Came out yesterday. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out. I feel like Energon would have been better off if it was just the same animation style as Armada. Agreed. I would like to get more of the Energon figures and Armada figures that I missed out. Because I have, as far as Energon and Armada, Scorpknock, Sideways, and Demolisher. I might have more than that, but that's pretty much it. High school Wi-Fi sucks. I know because that's what I'm using. It's okay. I'm pretty much gonna wrap this stream up pretty soon. It's almost been 2 hours, so. I'm trying to think of other things to say in this video. I got an IT college that doesn't know a thing about IT. Everything breaks. Oh no. Isn't that ironic? Mm. Some good A&W soda. That's not a promotion. God, I'm just trying to think of anything else to talk about. I don't really know. Don't buy TFE Ironhide if you know what I mean. Ah, yeah. I might buy it anyways because I like some of the bad figures. I got the Armada side swipe, and I knew it was bad. I got the movie Dive Bomb that people ask, "Hey, can I buy that off you? Can you give it to me since you don't like it?" And I'm just like, "No, no, I'm not giving it away. It's in my collection, so woo." Oh, you're selfish for keeping it a figure that you don't like, and it's like, okay, but it's mine. It's kind of selfish that you're um trying to push me into giving you a toy. Like people try to make it seem like I'm being selfish for owning a toy that I don't like that much. Guess what? I kind of like owning a bad figure, and not only that, um, it's mine. I paid for it. If you want to get it, then that's fine. But I'm not giving you mine. I noticed that now we have 2 people watching. Oh, did all you want my movie Dive Bomb? No, just kidding. Now 3 people are watching. 4 people again. Yay, we got the 4 back. The 4 Musketeers. That's not even a thing. Uh, it was movie Dive Bomb, and I did. This is pretty funny if you guys don't know. I did top 10 worst Transformers in my collection video. I think a few years back, which has changed now because I got some of the new Titans returns, and some of them aren't that good. But I've got that video up, and some people really don't like the fact that I have that video up. There's some people that assume that I'm being very ungrateful because I have that video, and it's like, first of all, when you have a bunch of Transformers, you're bound to have a worst list. I constantly say throughout the video, I think the first 5 figures, I even say, I don't even consider these figures bad. I just don't think it's as good as whatever else is in my collection. Um, in fact, I'm very certain that the first figure is like that, or the first 3 at least, I should say. Um, and then when it comes to, oh, my cat's snoring right now. When it comes to some of the figures, people again think I'm very selfish for owning them. It's like, boo hoo. And then people keep asking me for them, and I'm like, no, you're not getting it. I find it funny that people keep asking. Like, despite the fact that I say, no, I'm not giving it away, another person will come in and ask for the same thing. And it's like, oh, yeah, because it will be different this time. No. Brian, can I have your figure, please? I'm homeless and my wife is having a baby and I have no money. That was hilarious. That someone was trying to get me to give him toys because apparently his wife's having a baby and they're homeless and whatnot. And and the wife and all that. First of all, why are you concentrating on fucking toys then? And second, oh, you're homeless. Oh, you don't have any money. Who's paying for your Wi-Fi? Bye, waifu lover. No, I think my favorite was the freaking jazz toy. That someone complained and said, "Oh no, it wasn't even the top 10 worst Transformers. That was just my." I made a collection video of my R&D toys a while back, and this guy decided to message me saying, "Can I have your jazz figure?" And it's like, no, and he's like, "Oh, I'll buy it for like $10." And you know what's funny about that? It was the Takara Jazz. I think I ended up paying $10, but I'm not sure if that was known. But I just find it funny that your first offer is $10 for Jazz that came out from Takara. Um, so I said, no, I'm not giving you my Jazz figure. And he's like, oh, you're selfish and mean. Why are you being so rude? Basically, I was rude for saying no. It's like, okay, why bother asking if I should have to? You know, if your general rule is no, you have to, otherwise you're rude. And if I can't be rude then by saying no, then I guess what's the point of asking? You should just say, give me your Jazz. And I'd be like, oh, I can't be rude now. I guess you own my Jazz now. It's like, no. In which case, okay, give me your money, give me your house, give me your everything now. That's not how that fucking works. You asked, I said no, move on. But no, I had to have a shit bit about it. I had to complain about it, I had to cry over it and whatnot. And basically just kept saying, oh, you're rude for not giving him the Jazz. Um, I think it was the same person that told me that in that top 10 video, so I guess now it's connected. Top 10 video that I think he was asking about why I decided to put Scoop and something else in that video. And I basically said, well, watch the video. I already explained that. And he's like, but yeah, but why? And it's like, watch the video. And then every time I would say that, he's like, well, or no, it was like, it was something about how it doesn't deserve to be in that. And I'm bad for putting it in the video because he disagreed. And here's the thing, if anyone disagrees with that video, that's fine. I even said in the video, if you disagree with what I say in this, that's fine. This is my personal list. You probably don't have the same figures, or your figures are probably, got better quality control issues. Oh, that was hilarious. That's another thing, but I'm not going to say that right now. All this and that, I basically explained your list is probably going to be different, and that's fine. And yet, apparently, I had to just simply uh, say, no, this guy is good because this other guy is telling me it's good. And I have to like it now. And his grammar was poor because I couldn't understand if that's exactly what he was trying to say. Because every time I would explain it, he'd be like, no, that's not what I'm saying. And then say the exact same thing. So, what? But that was another thing too. Is some guy was being a total fucking dick to me about what was it? It was about the fact that I put in Deluxe Scoop in the top 10 worst list. And let me tell you this: the Scoop figure that I have probably has QC issues. Okay, but that's still a figure in my collection, and it's not that good because it does have the QC issues. So it's going to be on this list. My Scoop isn't the same as your Scoop, you know? Some of my figures are going to have quality control issues. Some of them aren't. Guess what? Quality control issues doesn't mean that it's going to be the same thing for every single toy. That's how it works. Uh, some people have a nitro with the I don't know. Actually, this is a better example. My air raid figure doesn't have a fist, and yet other people seem to be fine with theirs. The last night Bumblebee. Some people have the problems with the feet. Mine seem to be fine. So it's going to be different for everyone sometimes, at least. Um, So yeah, my scoop isn't that good. The body doesn't stay attached. It's got a couple of loose joints and whatnot. It's just not that good. But this guy insisted on the fact that I'm just being a dick. I'm just being ungrateful, and that scoop is fine because his scoop is okay. And the funny part is, he's saying that, oh, I broke it because his scoop is fine. And it's like, no, it's a quality control issue, you fucking idiot. Again, it's still a toy in my collection. I also found that funny that I'm quote unquote ungrateful. As I said before, not every figure in that list was bad, and people are completely looking past the fact that there's a top 10 best video. That's right, a top 10 best. But of course, I'm just ungrateful for having the worst video, but the grateful video, that's nothing. What? Someone call hypocrite. Anyways, I'm sorry for ignoring the chat. Free toys for everyone. $10 seems legit. Yep, for a toy that usually goes for about 30. I love this story. How dare you not like a figure? How dare you have an opinion? Yeah, exactly. The feet are fixable. Yeah, exactly. The last night feet are loose, but I like the figure. Hi, Flame Lord. Put a small layer of glue on the tab and spread it around to thicken the peg on the last night bumblebee, and that should fix the problem. Super glue. Yeah, either that or floor polish. I find that funny too. People will constantly tell me, oh, you know what you should do for your tabs and stuff that are loose? Use floor polish. And I'm like, that everyone knows about that. It's not a new concept. People keep telling me about that. Everyone knows. It's not new. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a dick, but pretty much everyone knows about that. Ew. Oh. Some Food Network thing is playing on my TV, and he just put in like some herb thing that's in a ball. I guess he's trying to make tea or something. And he put it in a little thing of water and it just kind of dropped down. And then the next shot, he's got this cup of just white. And I'm thinking, oh God, it just turned into that? What the hell? No, it's something different. You have a top 10 best? How dare you? Yeah, you know what I should have done? I should have linked them the top 10 best video. For everyone that was complaining about that, should have linked that. Wouldn't it be funny if someone said, oh, you're ungrateful for having the top 10 best video? I'm pretty sure that guy that was telling me I was ungrateful. Oh, and I'm also apparently a terrible fuck, what was it? A terrible, God, I know the word, but it's escaped. A role model. I'm a terrible role model because I don't like these figures. When you have a bunch of Transformers, guess what? You're bound to possibly not like some of them. And again, that's just the worst of the list. You probably didn't even watch the video. Now that I think of it, probably didn't even. I don't know. Actually, you know what? That would make sense because the comment he made on the Scoop figure, someone already commented on that. So all you have to do is just look at that, I guess. It didn't really say anything specific about Scoop as well. So funny. You're so ungrateful, Brian. Shame on you. Shame on you. Yeah, shame on me for liking toys. And even some that I don't like. Guess what? They're bound to make a flaw in the toy. That's what happens. Guess what? I have an opinion. And guess what? If we can't note any of the flaws, we can't better ourselves. ROTF Rampage is bad, but again, it's fixable. Yeah, I actually like. There's some figures. Hell, there's some figures that I actually really do like that a lot of people don't. Revenge of the Fallen Rampage. Already Steel, not Steelbane, Steeljaw. The Warrior class one. Um, the Last Night Bumblebee for some people. The Last Night Hot Rod again for some people. The Last Night Berserker too. How do you fix that? I think he's talking about some of the tabs that get loose over time. Worst role model? I think he never heard of Paul Brothers. Yeah. That would be hilarious. You're the worst role model for having an opinion. Now I'm gonna go watch the Paul Brothers. What? Kibble can come off or fold away. Yeah, exactly. I still have him on my on the 4-leg mode though. It's just easier to stand. And the joints are fixable by super glue or floor polish. Yeah. I'm not saying anything bad about you. I mean, someone else did ask about it. Kind of roll my eyes when people say, "Oh, use super glue or floor polish." It's like, yeah, I know, not new. Also, get kind of annoyed when people send me, "Oh, check this out on TFW 2005. They got news about this and that." It's like I go on TFW every day, so I would know about this anyways. If you want to ask, oh, what's your opinion on this? Okay, fine. But when people say, oh, look at this, it's like, I know. It's that damn stupid design with the backpack. All that darn backpack. The backpack is on a friction joint. It's easy to remove and replace. Yeah, exactly. It's on like a couple of these stems of plastic or something that you would call it, I guess. Trying to think of what's going on with my videos because I'm pretty much gonna call it a night soon. Okay, so what's going on with my vids? So Transformers Misfortune Season 2, I want to work on the scripts very soon, but as you guys know, I'm not the only one, so we gotta work out a time for both of us to work on the scripts. After that, we gotta get the voices going, and then we can work on actually filming it. The Transformers Misfortune teaser that you guys have seen, those are actual scenes from the show, so don't worry about that. And then let's see. So there's that. The other show that I'm talking about, or that I was talking about earlier, that I'm planning to do and might have a casting call. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see exactly what goes on with that. I am again going to have an age limit on casting, even though some people seem to ignore that completely. If you guys don't know, I did a casting call for Transformers Misfortune a while back. And I said, good quality mic, and you can't be under the age of this. And probably a third of the auditions, I could tell people didn't read anything from it. Hell, one audition was just some guy that just auditioned for different characters. Like he didn't see anything about Optimus Prime or Megatron or Starscream or anything like that. In fact, he also did an audition for Ironhide, which was not casted in the show. Maybe he just had an older audition that he just decided, oh yeah, I'll send this to you. But I mean, he kind of didn't. I don't know. I don't know if he read anything of it. So But yeah, like half of them, or not half of them, but a third of them were just children, and I was like, I don't want that. Because one, Transformers Misfortune, if you guys don't know, is a very adult humor show, like Red versus Blue. It's kind of what makes it different too. Is I'm sorry that I keep sidelining to different topics. Transformers Misfortune is a show that's mainly like Red versus Blue, and a comedy where me and my friend who have the same sense of humor will joke around about this and that. Um, ooh. Um, so that was the point of the show. So I just didn't want kids involved because one, they're not. I mean, you can obviously tell that they're going to be kids because they're gonna have. I'm a little kid. I'm Johnny, and I'm 5 years old. And half of them didn't even say their age, too. Or actually, no, none of them said their age, but you can tell in their voice that, oh, you're 10. Um, and then two, it's got that adult humor. It says the fuck word. So I just didn't want kids involved, but kids kept auditioning. It's like, oh, okay. Thanks for not listening. Those auditions I ignored. I didn't even care or even listen to the whole thing. Honestly, I really didn't, because I think it's pretty disrespectful to. I mean, if you're not gonna listen to what I'm saying or what I'm trying to tell you or what's being instructed, then why should you be on the show? You know, I get that some people want to be on the show, and that's fine that you want to be on the show, but that doesn't mean you're gonna be on the show. You know. Uh, so those bloody backpacks to ruin everything. If I have to modify the figure, sure, I could fix. Very true. Was the age limit on auditions? Well, I haven't opened auditions yet, so I can't. Because I haven't finished the scripts. I don't know exactly who's going to be in it, and I'd like to contact my friends first before I open up auditions and see if they might want to do this and that. Because maybe I just don't want to do a casting for this character. Maybe this character is kind of spoilery, so you know. There were a couple of instances where I could, I had to get a voice actor for a character, but I couldn't announce the character. Like Lockdown, for instance, was Jay Poozer Animations, and originally in the end credit scene, he had a voice line that would have kind of ruined something, and I ended up doing the teaser for it. So basically, what was going on with the teaser was originally going to be what was um, the end credit scene, but also the end credit scene was going to be something else too. That was spoilery, so I don't want to discuss that. But I needed to find a voice actor for him. I know in the new show that I want to do, there's a voice actor, or there's a character I want to find a voice actor for, but I don't want to announce the character. There's actually two characters like that. So 900 years old. Yeah, pretty much. Um. So yeah, just basically, if you're gonna audition for something, you gotta read the instructions first. Otherwise, you might miss something, and it's just pretty disrespectful. You know, you're auditioning for this guy's show, and I don't know. It just kind of seems selfish to me that some people will not. I kind of understand like skimming through the whole thing, but I mean, if you're not gonna read it at all, just don't bother then. Because obviously you're just thinking, hey, I want to be on the show and that's it. I don't care if he doesn't want this or that. I just want to be on the show. It's like, if you're not going to follow instructions, no. I'm sorry I'm going on a rant. Pretty sure no one cares. People just want me to be a funny man and talk about Transformers. If I have to recommend a video as of recently, I want you guys to check out the Canadian reviewer Frenzy and Rumble, or maybe the Tiny Turbo Hound video would be cool. There's also an animated video called Cassette Player Face Off that I would really like you guys to check out. It's an animated video. It's kind of a test video of animation. I think it's pretty funny, pretty humorous. And then check out Transformers Abduction once that comes out, because I mean, I voiced in that. Also check out 01 Transfan, because he's been doing the animated stuff for my podcast, the Transformers Insane Asylum. Kids don't care being on the show. It's just an excuse to get a shout out. Yeah, you know what? That's true. It's either an excuse to get a shout out, or hey, I'm being involved with this guy. I'm yay. That also reminds me. I want to say this before we close off. Um, I don't consider myself popular. Some people will tell me, "Oh, Brian, you're a popular YouTuber. You have 8,000 subscribers in the Transformers community. Oh my God!" And I don't really see myself like that. I kind of see myself as kind of lucky, but I wouldn't say I'm popular. I don't know. Maybe that's defined by the person, I guess. Like like what I mean is, if you assume someone's popular, I guess that's just your way of looking at it, I guess, or something. I don't know. I guess it depends, but I don't. But hey, if I'm entertaining people, that's good, and I'm enjoying that. I want to entertain people. Even I go on a stupid fucking rant that no one gives a shit about. Anyways, so with that out of the way, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna do some more writing today, so that's gonna be fun. Canadian reviewer stuff. You guys will check out exactly what I am working on very soon. Again, I got that Creo Bumblebee review that I want to do. And then after that, there's something really special that I want you guys to check out, and it's gonna have a couple of people that I think you're gonna be excited for. With that out of the way, that's pretty much it. Brian and Friends are funny. Yeah, I love the 01 Transfan animated. Like, if you want to check out something from the podcast, but you don't have the time to watch the podcast and you just want to see the highlights, go to 01 Transfan and check out the highlights. Also, this guy has this fruit, and he filled it up with bananas in the middle, and I'm just like, oh, I could go for bananas. I haven't had a banana in a while. Anyways, you guys don't care. With that out of the way, I thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate you guys checking out my content. With that, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Also, don't forget to wash out your cat. Later!